Come back for the taste test. Hello, my name is Adam Kahn, and this is Cooking with Adam Kahn and Leisure. Today I'm going to cook you the best shrimp Alfredo I think you've ever had. I'm going to just point through the ingredients and then I'm going to chop it up and show you it and everything else and walk you along the way. It does have a few ingredients to use, but when I tell you it really comes out amazing, it's well worth it. So obviously we're going to have the shrimp that we're going to cook off. We've got our fettuccine, got a little bit of garlic, a shallot, some parsley, some salt and pepper that I ground up earlier, some butter, a couple cups of cream, and then I've got both Reggiano Parmesan as well as some Pecorino Romano. If you pick up some Locatelli Romano, which is similar, just a brand name, you probably need a little bit less of it because it's got a little bit more of a flavor into it. And it's actually probably a better product as well. So anyway, I'll start cutting it up. I'll show you guys that and we'll go from there. So I was fortunate enough that my wife, who has better knife skills than I, came home. So you'll get to see how to cut up a shallot real good and some of the other stuff as well. Hopefully you see how easy that is. She just makes a few slivers, and then here too, and watch what'll happen when she cuts it into pieces. See all those tiny little pieces? That's perfect. That's exactly what you want to be using when we're going to cook the Alfredo. And probably a half a shallot is plenty. And the parsley as well. So I've set the pan on medium to high heat, olive oil, give it a minute or two to warm up. Just a little bit of olive oil on the medium to high heat, and then we're going to put our beautiful shrimp in. Gonna add a little salt and pepper for it, just a little on top, just to season the shrimp. Probably need about 2 minutes on each side. A little bit longer. Yep. Get them all flipped over. Give them another minute or two on the other side. You sure don't want to overcook the shrimp. they get tough and chewy, texture isn't quite right. A couple more minutes on that side. So those look done. I'm going to take them out and put them to the side. So all I'm doing is taking them out, putting them on a plate so that they don't overcook. Now we're going to add about 5 or 6 ounces of white wine to deglaze the pan. It also gives it a really rich flavor that you don't get if you don't use it. It really is, it makes a huge difference. I'm going to add the shallots that my wife helped me cut. She cut. And we're going to give those a little time until they get nice and brown too. Just keep cooking until it keeps cooking down. Once you have it like that, maybe another ounce of the white wine, maybe 2. Two cups of heavy cream. Calls for 1 clove of garlic, but I like garlic, so we're gonna do 2. And I just have this handy dandy press that I like to use. Works great. I got 2 cloves in there, and you just go right in. And then this little thing just takes the rest off. And then we're gonna give that a few minutes. You do this on high heat to really get it to boil as well. Just don't want it to boil over. Once you've given it about 4 or 5 minutes like this, what's important is you have to turn the heat off. If you add the cheese and everything while it's too hot, it'll stick to the pan, it won't have the right consistency. If you add a little bit of butter at this point, it'll separate it and you'll get the oil separating from the cream. So I turn off the heat and I'll come back on once it settles down a bit and we'll add the cheese and stuff so you can see how to finish it. All right, so it should be a little bit cooler now. I'm gonna add the pasta that I already made. Pan's not too hot and shouldn't be. I'm going to add some butter and the cheese that I did as well, and we're going to mix that all up. Until the butter and the cheese melt. See how it's coating it all well? Look at that. Again, you don't want the pot too hot at this point because you want to melt the cheese and the butter, but you don't want it too hot that things start to separate. And just keep turning it and twisting it. Oh, it smells delicious. Smellovision, guys. Somebody work on it. Also going to add a little bit of the parsley at this point, and then we'll put a little bit on top as well. You can see the butter's already melted. Cheese is mixed in real well. I'm going to grab a bowl and plate it, and then I'll bring you guys back to see. We'll put the shrimp right on top that we made earlier as well. And here's how we plate it. I pull the pasta so that you don't get too much, and then we'll put it on top too. You can twist it to make it look nice. Take the shrimps. Because we got enough for 2 portions, we'll put those right on top. Spread them out a little. Tiny bit more parsley. Oh, maybe a little more. Everybody likes how it looks when it's nice and green. There you go. Come back for the taste test. Well, now for the moment of truth.
I'm gonna try the pasta first. I'm so excited to try this. This is really good. Oh my gosh, this is really good. I'm trying to try the shrimp now. Your shrimp cook perfectly. It's not like overdone, you know? Sometimes it can be overcooked. Wow, this is really good.
Awesome.